everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm back in the world of Sulani and I'm building a family home today. I was just really in the mood to build something in Sulani. Sometimes I'll just have the urge to build in a specific world or on a specific lot even, and then I'll just sit down and do that. And that was exactly the case for this build, for this specific lot. I always really enjoy this lot. So I just felt like building here because it's fun that it's in Sulani, but it's not necessarily on the beach. So it feels like a quote unquote more regular lot than most of the other lots in this world do, because most of them are actually on the beach, like on the water, and this one isn't. So I was really in the mood to actually sit down and build something for this lot. Now, I was building from scratch, so I was struggling with the exterior for this build for a little while. It was just a little bit of, going back and forth and trial and error and deleting and starting over. So yeah, this video, I don't know, the exterior, it's coming together a little bit messily, can you say that? It's coming together messily? I don't know. You probably can't, but it's fine. It's just a little bit of a mess, but it came together eventually. And I really like it. I really like how this house turned out. I wanted to build something on the more modern side of things, a little bit like mid-century modern inspired, but not mid-century modern all the way. So you can definitely tell that it's a little bit more like mid-century modern inspired shape-wise. For the interior of the house, it's not necessarily mid-century. It's just more on the modern side. I used a lot of Dream Home Decorator. I used the kitchen counters from Island Living, which are very modern. So yeah, it's more like on the sleek, modern side of things with a couple of like hints of mid-century modern, I would say. So yeah, I really enjoyed this. And then for the back of the house, I was struggling with this a little bit as well. I was not sure what to do. I just wasn't sure if I wanted to like make the whole backyard on a porch, like on a patio, if you will, or if I wanted to keep a little bit of grass still. I wasn't sure. So I was fiddling around with it. I tried to use that little awning, that little gazebo kind of thing, and then I tried to use like the glass one from Get Together. That was just not working out, so I ended up not using any of those. I did give them a pool, which is really nice. So they do have a pool in the backyard, which is nice for Sulani. And yeah, for the rest, it's just a nice little family home. So at first I was debating like if I wanted to make this an actual family home or if I wanted to actually turn it into a rental, because rentals for Sulani are very useful. So I was debating, but then I decided to just turn it into a family home because I was in the mood to do something a little bit more detailed, decorating wise. So, I mean, you could use it as a rental if you wanted to, but you might just want to go in and delete a little bit of the decorations, a little bit of the clutter, because it does feel a little bit too personalized, in my opinion, for it to be an actual rental. It's pouring down rain all of a sudden, so I don't know if you can hear that. The lighting is probably being a little bit weird as well because it literally just got a lot darker outside and now it's pouring down rain, which is crazy because it hasn't been raining all day and all of a sudden it's like pouring down, which makes it even more fun to do the voiceover for this build in Sulani because I'm just vicariously living through this game right now. I would love to go to Sulani for a little vacation. I don't know. It's that month, like it's February, it's winter time, it's still dark, and it's that time of year where I'm just slowly getting over winter. Like, I'm not a summery person either. I don't want it to be hot out. I don't want it to be like hot every single day and like that is just not my vibe. But also like at the same time, this time of year, I'm just like over the winter time. I want there to be like at least some sunny days. I want to be able to go outside in a t-shirt, stuff like that. Like I just want to see the sun a little bit more often is what I'm trying to say, I think. So I don't know, maybe that was why I was actually also in the mood to build something in Sulani to just, kind of live vicariously through the game and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the tropical vibes. I would love to go to this house and like stay here for a little while, even though it's not a rental, but still, I would just love to go here. I don't know. I love Sulani so much, even though the pack like Island Living is lacking a little bit of gameplay, I would say. but still, I really, really love the world. I feel like the world is gorgeous. And ever since the pack came out, when it first came out, I remember playing here like only in this world. I remember creating a little family and like playing the game, and I played for months on end only in this world. Like I was just obsessed with this world. So yeah, I still love it. It kind of holds a special place in my heart. I just think it's so well made. It's so gorgeous. The ocean is so pretty. The lighting in this world, like the sunsets are just gorgeous. It's just out of this world beautiful. So yeah, I don't know. This world, it just holds a special place in my heart. And even though the gameplay for this pack was severely lacking, I feel like it's still just, it's a really fun pack in my opinion, aesthetic wise. It comes with a lot of fun items too, a lot of like gorgeous modern items, but also some more traditional items. And I utilized both of those styles for this house. I used the more modern stuff, but I also used a couple of the more traditional items because they mix just very well together. So yeah, this house was just overall a lot of fun for me to build. You can see that the exterior is taking me a while because, like I already said, I was struggling. It came together not as easy as I thought it would, but it was still fun though. It was not like I was getting frustrated. I was just having fun, trying things that I ended up changing in the end, stuff like that. It was just a lot of trial and error that I was actually enjoying for this build. So that was nice. You can see that in the end, I did give them a little back porch, like a little patio back there. But I also left some grass in the backyard and I actually turned it into sand mostly. So they have some sand in the backyard with a couple of lounge chairs, stuff like that. Their backyard is pretty small, so it's actually kind of packed full of things because, I mean, for this world in Sulani, I was just imagining that the people living in this house would probably be spending a lot of time outdoors. So I wanted to make sure that I gave them a nice seating area outside, as well as a nice dining table and some lounge chairs and a grill and a swimming pool, like stuff like that. I just wanted to make sure that they had it all. And that worked. It was just a little bit cramped in the backyard, but that also makes it fun and really cute in my opinion. And then for the exterior, I was really enjoying this light blue paneling. It's a wallpaper from Cats and Dogs. And I love this light blue, like the pastel blue color. I think it's gorgeous. And I've never actually used it for an exterior in Sulani, but I feel like it's actually perfect. The color is so cute and it suits the world so well, like the tropical vibes, the sunny vibes. So that was actually perfect. For the longest time, I was going for a more like the same paneling, but in the light wood beigey color. And then eventually I actually swapped it out for the light blue one, and I'm so happy that I did because it turned out so cute. I feel like the color scheme for this house is so cute. You can see also that for the interior of this house, it's just very light and bright and colorful in a way, but still kind of muted. I used colors, but more pastel, lighter colors, and then combined with a lot of white and lighter wood tones, as well as that gray stone accent wall that you can see. I repeated that a couple times throughout this house, and I just feel like it goes so well together. And that actually also gives it the more mid-century modern touch. That brick or that stone is just, it feels very mid-century modern to me. But it just went really well with the style of this house overall. So yeah, I'm really happy that I decided to do that. And then the floor plan for this house, it's a very open floor plan. However, I did eventually place a couple of walls. I didn't actually close anything off, but I did place a couple of walls to like separate the kitchen from the living area a little bit, because I immediately from the get-go knew where the kitchen needed to go. So I started by placing the kitchen and the dining table. And then for the living room, I knew where I wanted it to go, but I just didn't really know how to lay it out exactly. And it was a little bit of a struggle. I needed a little bit more walls to actually place things against and to have it make a little bit more sense. So yeah, I think I placed like 2 or 3 more like wall pieces to kind of separate the kitchen from the living area, and so that I could actually place like a TV on the wall without it having, I don't know, looking very awkward and squished and stuff like that. So yeah, I closed it off a little bit more, but it's still a very open and airy floor plan. You can see that they have like a nice sliding glass door that leads into the backyard, and I placed the dining table over there. I was really trying to mix and match the the more traditional items from this pack, from the Sulani, what's it called, Island Living pack. I was trying to mix and match that with more modern things. So you can see that I was using this glass dining table from Seasons. And at first I was trying to pair it with the more traditional looking chairs from Island Living. I eventually swapped them out though for these chairs that match the table. I think these chairs are also from Seasons. They still look kind of more on the traditional side, but also kind of modern. That's just how that furniture set is from Seasons. It feels kind of rustic, but also kind of modern in a way. And I really like that. Like that furniture set from Seasons, like the furniture pieces from that pack are very, very usable for a lot of different types of homes. So yeah, that just goes to show like the table and the chair from Seasons, they look perfect in this house. And then for the living area, you can see that I was definitely struggling. I did not know what to do. So at first I was trying to use these couches from Island Living. I ended up not using these. I ended up using the modular couches from, what's it called? Oh gosh, what's that pack called? You're probably yelling at the screen right now. Dream Home Decorator, that's what it's called, Dream Home Decorator. I already mentioned that pack a couple times, but I just forgot. I'm sorry, but you can see that I placed down a couple of modular couches from a Dream Home Decorator, and that just made a lot more sense in here. And I placed a couple of wall pieces. I also used a lot of plants in here, which just was totally matching the vibe. So that just went perfectly, the plants, and it's just, it's modern, but also kind of boho in a way, I think. Like it's not totally bohemian, but it does have a couple of the boho vibes to it. I don't know. It's probably just that large plant that is definitely an eye catcher. That large plant is from the movie Hangout Stuff Pack, and that one is definitely bohemian inspired. So I feel like that large plant just really gives it its boho vibes, and it just goes really nicely with the rest of this house. But yeah, for the storyline for this family, I didn't really have one, sadly. I wasn't really trying too hard either. I was just kind of vibing with the house and the whole style and the aesthetic, and I was just kind of feeling creative, and I don't know, I was just really enjoying decorating this house. But you know, for a specific storyline or personalities for these Sims living here, I didn't really have anything. So the one thing I did have was I furnished it for two parents, a teen and a child. So the parents have their master bedroom upstairs, and then the kid has their bedroom upstairs as well. And then there's one bedroom downstairs, which I furnished for the teenager. I felt like the bedroom downstairs was perfect for the teenager. I could have turned it into the master bedroom, but the actual master bedroom upstairs is a lot bigger. So I figured, you know what, I'm just going to give the parents the bigger bedroom, and that one is going to be upstairs. And then the teen can have their own little room downstairs, which I thought was cute. And then this house also has two bathrooms. It has one hall bathroom downstairs and then one hall bathroom upstairs as well. So no en-suites or anything, but that's okay. I feel like that's fine for this house. So yeah, decorating wise, I just really went through and placed all of the specific like items, like the kitchen, the living, and the dining area. And then I actually went back to clutter up the kitchen a little bit more, because I don't know why, but I have been doing that lately, where I will place the kitchen and then move on to the rest of the house and then come back to the kitchen to actually clutter it up later. I don't know why I have been doing that lately, but it's just what I've been doing. And I think it's because cluttering up kitchens can sometimes be a little bit overwhelming, because it's a lot of cluttering, at least for my taste. Like I really like to clutter up my kitchens and make them feel lived in and a little bit messy in a way, like in a good way. And so that sometimes takes a lot of effort. So sometimes I'll just place the kitchen first and then move on to the rest of the house and then come back to it later when I'm more in like a cluttery vibe, I guess. I don't really know how to explain it. So yeah, but that's what I did for this house as well. And I really, really love how the main living area came together. I just feel like it has a nice flow to it because the floor plan is open. But yeah, I feel like it just has a nice flow to it and it makes sense. So I was really happy with how it turned out. And then for the teenager's bedroom downstairs, this one is more on the colorful side, a little bit less muted in that sense. You can see that I gave them the bed with the bright purple sheets, which I think that color is just so gorgeous. I love it so much. And then I paired it with the more traditional furniture pieces from Island Living. And I actually used a lot of this furniture set throughout this house, also for the kids' bedroom and for the parents' bedroom as well. But yeah, you can definitely see that the kid or this teenager has a way more colorful bedroom. I gave them their own desk, so they can sit in here and do their homework. They also have a nice shelving unit that I cluttered up with a whole bunch of just, just colorful little decorations that I thought would be cute for a teen's bedroom. And then I also used this like vintage mirror that I thought was really cute. I thought that they could have like maybe bought that at like a thrift store or on the market somewhere. I don't really know. I just always really love that mirror. I feel like that is one of my favorite mirrors in the game. I think it's even base game. It might not be, but I think it's base game. So yeah, I was just using that mirror and I thought it was a lot of fun. And then I also placed this pride painting that was added to the base game a couple of months ago. That pride painting above the desk, and I just love that painting, and it went so well with this bedroom because it is so colorful. So yeah, it matches this room perfectly. And then I was struggling a little bit with what I wanted to place above the bed, but I just placed a couple of like the wall hanging plants from the Blooming Rooms kit. I never really used that wall piece, but I think it's really cute. So yeah, I placed it above the bed and it went actually perfectly in here. And then I cluttered up the desk with some school supplies, some books and whatnot, and then also like some nail polish, stuff like that, and some pens and pencils. And I also gave them their own little tablet. So I didn't give them a full-on computer, but I did give them a tablet. So that makes sense. And then I think computer-wise, I placed a laptop on the kitchen island counter, I think. So there was no full-on office or study or something like that in this house, but I feel like that's okay. I don't really know. It didn't really matter to me for this house to have a dedicated like office or study area. I feel like neither of these parents would do something that would require you to sit down behind a computer all day. I feel like they would do something more, I don't know, a little bit more hands-on, a little bit more, I don't know, something that involves nature, cleaning up the world, stuff like that, which is a career actually that comes with this pack. So naturally that's where my mind went for the career for these, for the careers for these parents. But yeah, I don't know exactly what they would do. Maybe they would be in that career, but I just feel like they would do something a little bit more hands-on instead of something office, like that requires an office, if that makes sense. And then I think that this downstairs bathroom is the only bathroom I recorded. I may have recorded the upstairs bathroom as well, but I don't think I actually did that. But that's okay. Like my bathrooms for a build, like all of my bathrooms usually are pretty similar style-wise, furniture-wise. So yeah, they're pretty similar. The shape is different, but still. Yeah, you can see that I actually already furnished the one upstairs. So yeah, I didn't actually record that, but obviously I will show you at the end of this video when I do a quick little tour of the house. But yeah, then when we are going upstairs, we have a tiny little landing. I was really enjoying using that colorful rug that I placed. It's actually a small like square rug and I placed two of them together to make it more look like a rectangular rug. And I love that color. It's so gorgeous. I don't know why I never use it, but it's really, really pretty. I love that color once again. So yeah, I just really enjoyed placing that on the landing. I thought it was the perfect little colorful item to brighten up the space a little bit and make it look a little bit more interesting. But then for the parents' bedroom, this one is very neutral colored. It goes hand in hand with the rest of the house, like the color scheme for the rest of the house, which makes sense since the parents would probably be the ones to actually decorate and pick out the color scheme for the house. So it kind of makes sense that their house or their bedroom matches that same aesthetic. So yeah, this bedroom is more on the neutral side of things. It doesn't have a lot of stuff in it, but I did place a dresser or like a wardrobe from Eco Lifestyle. I thought it was perfect. I thought like the color and just like the style of that wardrobe was perfect. It went perfectly with the rest of the furniture in here, in my opinion. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. And then I gave them that nice rug from the Paranormal Stuff pack. I love that rug, especially in this bright gray like white swatch. I just think it's very, very pretty, and it was perfect for this bedroom once again. So I really enjoyed using that. And then I gave them that nice leaning mirror from the Jungle Adventure stuff pack. And then I placed a couple of paintings on a little bench for like some extra decorations. And then that is actually already it for the parents' bedroom. So yeah, it doesn't have a lot of very interesting things in it, but I still feel like it's nicely decorated and usable and just, yeah, kind of serene in a way. They actually also have access to a small balcony that I placed, where I placed like a meditation stool and a yoga mat. So I feel like these people would be, or at least one of the parents would be very much about yoga and meditating and I don't know, that sort of thing. So I just felt like that was very appropriate. And then for the kids' bedroom, this one is obviously once again going to be more on the colorful side. I used a lot of pink in here. I was just really enjoying that, that swatch of the bed. And I was just kind of inspired by the color of the sheets. So I kind of based the rest of the bedroom on that color. So yeah, this bedroom is quite colorful. It's maybe a little bit mismatched here and there, but that's what I like about it. I mean, it is a kid's bedroom, so it's not going to be perfectly matched all the time. So yeah, I just gave this kid a whole bunch of colorful items, a lot of pink little details everywhere. So I felt like that was very fitting. They have a toy box and a Blarfy, and then also a doctor set to play with. And then that is it as far as the toys go, I think. Let me think. I don't think I placed any toys in the backyard. No. I did not have the space for that. So I did not place any toys in the backyard or anything. So this is just what they're gonna have to use, but I feel like that's okay. Because they do have a swimming pool and a floaty and stuff, so they can just, you know, play and swim in the swimming pool as well. I feel like they are going to be spending the majority of their time outside probably. So yeah, that just made sense. So yeah, you can see that we are moving on to the backyard where I was fiddling around with how to lay it out once again. But I figured it out and I gave them this nice spacious seating area with a very matchy furniture set. I love this furniture set. I love this little love seat that matches this, this larger couch and the chairs. I just think it's so gorgeous. So I loved using that out here. And then I placed some big plants and just some nice decorations. And then I also gave them a nice round dining table out here so they can have dinner with their family or, you know, just with their extended family or with their own little family. And I also gave them this grill that we got with a base game update a few months ago. I love that grill. I think it's actually so pretty and it was so fitting for this house too. So yeah, I just really like it. You can see that the back porch is coming together. It is quite cramped. I placed some plans here and there. I did playtest it, so everything is accessible. My sim did not have any routing issues or anything, so that should be fine. And then I also added some additional landscaping. And then in the corner back there, I also placed some outdoor bins. So I did not forget about placing those, which is nice for gameplay as well. And then you can see that for the little sand/grass area, I just placed a couple of lounge chairs so that once your Sims are done swimming or they just want to sunbathe or what have you, they can just use those little lounge chairs. I felt that was perfect. And then last but not least, you can see that I placed the yoga mat and the meditation stool on the little balcony. And then I also placed a mailbox. And then that is actually it for this build. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. Oh, it looks like we have a little welcome wagon going on. So that's very exciting. But yeah, here we have the facade of the house. The front door is this nice large sliding glass door, which I always really love using as a front door whenever I'm building in Sulani. And we have the mailbox right there as well. But then when we go inside, you can see that we have this nice open floor plan. So you kind of walk straight into the kitchen. The kitchen is pretty small, but it is all functional and it looks very cozy in my opinion. So I used this oven from Dream Home Decorator in the blue swatch, which was perfect because it matches the exterior of the house. And then I also used these light blue bar stools, which also match the oven perfectly. So that was nice. So the kitchen is nice and cluttered. I just cluttered up this little corner over here and then this side as well. And then this counter piece next to the sink is actually free of decorations, so your Sims can use that to cut up food. I also place a little laptop over here that your Sims can use, and then back here we have the dining table. So the dining table is kind of in the center of the house, which makes sense and which I always really love. And then back here we also have a nice filler love seat, if you will. I just thought it looked cute. I loved the color matching the staircase in that sense, and I just really liked placing that there. And then over on this side we have the living area. So once again, the modular couches combined with this coffee table from Island Living, which is more on the traditional side. And then we have a little yoga magazine, which I thought was perfect for the whole vibe of this house. And then over here we have the TV and a stereo as well. And I really enjoyed using this light from the Blooming Rooms kit in here. I never use it, but whenever I'm building in Sulani, I just feel like it goes perfectly. Then back here we have the first bedroom. So this is the teens bedroom, and this one is very bright and very colorful, and I love it very much. So we have this bed with the bright purple sheets, their dresser with a whole bunch of clutter items, and then this nice little chair in the corner. And then over here they have their own little workspace, so their desk with a tablet and some school supplies and just your random little knickknacks that I felt like would be perfect for this teenager's bedroom. And then over here we have the downstairs hall bathroom. So yeah, it's just a bathroom. It's nothing special, but I do love the blue tiles combined with the lighter wood tones. I feel like it just makes it look so bright and soft and just nice. So yeah, overall I'm just very happy with the color scheme for this house. When we go upstairs, we have this little landing area that is open to the ground floor, as you can see, and I use this very bright and colorful rug that I think is just so pretty. Isn't this color gorgeous? I love it so much. Over here we have the parents' bedroom. So this one is a little bit less colorful. It's just a little bit more on the neutral side, but still very, very pretty. I once again used the Island Living furniture set in here, and then I paired it with this rug from the Paranormal Stuff pack and this wardrobe from Eco Lifestyle. This is actually a craftable item, so you have to turn on your debug cheats to actually be able to find it. And then they have this sliding door that leads to this little balcony over here where I just placed a yoga mat and a meditation stool and then that hanging plant. And then the third bedroom is the bedroom for the kid. So this one, once again, is a little bit more on the colorful side. I use a lot of pink accents in here, as you can see. We have these bed sheets, we have these curtains, and then just some more pink details as well. But yeah, they have their dresser over here, which this one is not usable. I just was imagining this one to be full of toys. And then this is their actual dresser for clothes. And then they have a toy box and some random knickknacks, but I feel like this bedroom turned out very cute. And then over here we have the upstairs hall bathroom. So yeah, like I said, nothing special and very similar to the one downstairs. Then when we go outside to the backyard, we have this full-on living area situation, as you can see, with a dining table and some couches. We have the swimming pool with a very colorful floaty over here, which I just really, really enjoy. And then back here we have some lounge chairs as well as the outdoor bins and a grill. And that's actually gonna do it for this house. So this modern beach house is up on the gallery. It comes in at just over 80,000 simoleons, so it's very expensive for a 3-bedroom house. But then again, I always say this, but my builds are always very expensive, so I feel like it's fine. I built it on a 20 by 20 in Sulani, and the lot is pretty easy to find because it is the only residential lot that is not like literally on the beach and partly on the water. So yeah, it's fairly easy to spot. So if you want to place it in your game, then that's where it goes perfectly. But that's actually it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!